Tammy, I think spring's here. Is it officially spring?
Yes, spring has sprung.
It's really pretty weather, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of
Except for those
wind.
poor people up there in Arkansas and are up there, but we might have tornadoes today.
Yeah.
Daniel
Mother
Medbury.
Nature, no control. She rises her head and everybody's supposed to bow.
That's right. I'm looking to buy a platinum stud with good structure. Do you have any recommendations?
Platinum stud with good structure?
Yes.
We've got a full fluffy platinum stud with excellent structure.
No, she wants to buy platinum. She wants her own dog. She's not looking for service. She wants her own dog.
Okay.
We don't have anything at the moment.
I probably will in a couple of months.
We might have in a couple of months. Yeah, so it could be. Yeah. Yes. So.
Chanel might too.
Yes. So maybe we've got something, but I don't know of anybody who's got one at the moment, and we don't have anything.
We'll know in a couple of weeks if we're pregnant. Got 2 females to choose from.
OG's Mastinos, new breeder. My question is, what level do you recommend artificial insemination for a Mastiff? Well, the same as any other dog. So there's nothing particular about a breed, and when you do it, all breeds are the same. And I recommend on an IDEX 50 to 18, on a Fine Care 17 to 22, on a Mini Vitus 28 to 38. Love That Wax says, I'm from England. My dog's progesterone was 30.52 on day 9. We did an AI on day 10 and a natural mating on day 11. Another AI booked for tomorrow, day 12. Do you think we caught the right window? So first off, you're probably talking about nanomoles per litre, which means you multiply the numbers by 3.18. So 15 would be a 45, in which case you'd be early at 30.52, which is what I'd expect on day 9. So that's about right, because that's about a 10 in American numbers, which is about right. Did an AI on day 10 the next day, and naturally on day 11. And then you've got an AI, oh no, but I think you're fine. No, I think you're fine on the numbers. Yeah, you've got 3 breedings. You know, you do breeds 10, 11 and 12. I don't recommend that because you're diluting your dog down. I think it's better to give your dog a chance. If it was me, I'd have done a breeding on day 10, 12 and 14, if you could do 3. But look, you're probably fine. Love the White says she learned a lot from us. Well, good. Or he or she learned a lot from us. El Limon. I'm considering getting a surgery on my female Frenchie. She has trouble breathing, and when playing she gets overheated and vomits. And sometimes she pants just sitting down, not playing at all. Would you suggest surgery on opening up her nares?
You can check with your vet to see what.
I would definitely recommend doing something here surgery-wise. You've got a couple of choices.
Because you can find out from your vet who to use.
So the problem you've got here is there's 2 common surgeries that you do. The first one is the nares, the nostril holes. Put the dog down for just a short while, nasal the nares out. And by the way, if you're that dog's going to have a C-section, you can do that at the end of the C-section and not have to incur any additional anesthesia.
Ask your vet to make sure they'll do it.
And that's presuming they have a laser. They may not have a laser.
Yeah.
Then the next one is the soft palate resection, and that one takes a special vet, surgeon vet to do that. So that one's not as easy to come by. And that is the one,
money.
Quite a bit more money, and probably quite a bit more effective.
But it's worth it for your dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially the way you describe your dog. I mean, that dog's having trouble.
Yeah.
And the problem with this is that Frenchies love to go out and play.
Oh yeah.
And they will absolutely exhaust themselves.
Sometimes it's not stopped.
Yeah.
Some of them.
But they really can get to the point where they're dropping. You get blue tongues and they're dropping because they're really heavy. You know, they want to play.
Let me say this: wherever you keep your dog, if you're going for a walk, have it with you is lemon juice or lime juice. That way you can squirt it in their mouth. Don't flood them with it. That if they were to go down, get too hot, it cuts that saliva down that's thickening up and choking them.
Interesting. Yeah.
Also have alcohol around that you can cotton ball and alcohol or pour it on their pads of their feet, under their armpits, on the inside of their thighs. cool them down also.
So one thing I'd say about what Tammy's saying here about the lemon juice, that's great, but don't do that in a dog that's actually physically, you know, passed out, right? If the dog's got to the point that it's actually passed out, the thing that the dog needs is oxygen at that point.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How much? This one's for Tammy. We'll see what she answers. I'm gonna have a number in my head. Let's see how close we get. I bet we're different.
I bet we
Chris
are
Coop
too.
says, how much is a new shade and tan fluffy?
Don't even like giving prices out.
Go for
period.
it. Go for it.
A what?
A new shade. Let's talk about what a new shade fluffy is.
I'm not going to say. You
Oh,
go
I
ahead.
am.
And you
A new
parade
shade
it around.
fluffy is a lilac dog that also carries testable chocolate, and it's a full fluffy. So what's that dog? Look, prices are all over the place.
It's got to be one copy of each.
No, it's going to be 2
Okay.
copies of each. It's a new shade fluffy. So
Okay,
that
yeah.
does me little
Yeah,
d,
I
little
thought
d,
you
little
was
b, little
thinking
b, little c,
Isabella.
little
Yeah.
co, L something, small l, small l. Okay, so I give you some ideas on prices. I think that dog's north of 20. How much north of 20? I don't know. They're just very variable by
Varies.
structure of the dog, pedigree of the dog.
Oh, is it the
Obviously, it's
next one?
females more than males. But I think it's north of 20.
next
How far north of 20? It could be all over. It could be twice that much. But I don't think it's twice that much these days. But it might be 35. Now, 2 years ago, that dog would have been 3 times that amount. It'd been a $100,000 dog.
Parking.
So, here's the last one for Tammy. No, one more. How, Mr. Clean says, how do you take film in a dog's eye? Take out film in a dog's eye.
That's kind of like goo in their eye, I guess.
So what do you
Matted
recommend?
up. I would recommend a nice, warm, wet cloth. Wipe one way only, from the inside out.
Because you don't want to push infection in.
Don't reuse it
Because you don't want to
on
get
the
infection.
other eye.
Yeah,
Right,
I got
right.
you. Okay.
So I don't know if you're getting green gook or just white film, whatever. It's some kind of gook. So make sure you wipe from inside out, warm cloth, warm wet cloth, and do not use it on the other eye if you've got to wipe the other eye.
Okay, there's the last one.
It's kind of like if you got pink eye, take
Yes.
care of it like that.
Pink eye's supposed to be very infectious. It's kind of
Oh,
weird though,
yeah.
because normally you get it in one
Yeah.
eye and you think you get it in both.
Well, you can get it in both.
I know, but you think you transmit it between the eyes, but you don't. Anyway, so what are your thoughts
they're
on
not
pinks?
open. They're not open.
They're not? Oh, yeah. What are
It's
your
closed.
thoughts on pinks, albino French bulldogs? I don't think people realise the health risks that come with an albino dog. It's truly sad.
Albino dogs, that you won't have any pigment around the eyes. That's where it's concerning. You got to have some kind of pigment around the eyes, because when they go outside in the sun, it's painful for them.
So are you a fan of it or not?
Not really, not the albino.
I'm not either.
Not
I'm not
the
either.
albino.
I'm not either. I'm not either at all, actually.
But I mean, you know, some people said, well, pinks aren't albino. You know, let's hear some feedback from people that know about these pinks, because we really don't know that much.
No, we don't. Exactly.
But
right.
I do know that in horses, if you have an albino horse, they have to wear that screen over their eyes that they tie on. And
Tammy's
clamp
albino.
on,
She has to wear sunglasses.
and they just don't have any pigments, so the sun really affects them.
So here's my thought about albinos. You know, it could be considered a defect, and we're trying to breed something with potentially what could be a defect. So if a pink is an albino, then they are susceptible to things like sun damage, ultraviolet radiation, those kind of things. So, you know, I'm just not a fan of this. But again, that's just my opinion. It's certainly not everybody's. And there's
Right.
people who are promoting these dogs, and
Right.
so, you know, they'll have their own argument. And I don't know enough about it, nor does Tammy, to give you any really good sound advice
Yeah.
as to why you should do this. But generally, I think a thumbs down this, and we're not
Yeah.
participating, right? We're not going to do albinos, are we?
No.
No.
Well, James and I are too old to get into this other kind of game. That's what they.
Well,
I
you
guess
might
game is
divorce.
what they
You
call
might
it, I don't
divorce
know.
me and find a young man,
I'm
and
sure.
then get your average age of your group down to about half what it is, and then it'd be okay, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find solutions. I'm a solution-driven person. Okay.
Everybody just, you know, tune in and give us your opinion, and
yeah,
we'll go from there.
Well,
yeah.
especially,
I mean, we're not going to say no, yay, or...
The most interesting thing would be from the people who've got albinos.
Right.
To tell us what whether they're happy
pink,
with.
So I don't know. There may be
of
difference.
Course.
Yeah.
And here's the other part about it. Look, guess what? You get to be biased. You get to be biased when you've got the dog. You get to be biased when you don't have the dog. So everything has to be taken with a grain of salt. But it would be interesting to see what people say who have had albinos for a while as to whether or not this has been a great thing for them or not. You know, in terms of problems with the dogs, people who want those dogs, any other difference between them and other dogs they've had, I'd like to know. There we go. I think that's enough of this one, isn't it?
Yeah. Be sure, the person that was asking about...
Thanks for watching the video. I hope you got some good information out of it. I hope you subscribe to our channel. Brought to you by mybreedersupply.com. We've been in business for over 8 years. We manufacture products to help you have successful breedings, successful whelps, and successful puppies. We've introduced a new subscription service, canineconnect.com. It's a 1-year subscription for $129, and for that you get 2-day free shipping on all of your orders. You get 5% off every order that you place, and you get direct access to our support line to help you with products that you buy from us and general questions about breeding your dogs. It's really a great deal. I hope you subscribe to that. Now the disclaimer. I'm not a licensed veterinarian. I'm not a professional health giver, but I am a guy that's been breeding dogs successfully for over 20 years. Any information you get from my videos is purely at your own risk. If you have any doubts about any of this stuff, you should definitely seek the help of a licensed professional. Again, thanks for watching. Have fun with your doggies. Bye, buddy.